Hey guys, HVAC Master here. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to set limits for a Imperial drawing. Okay. Now, um, there are two ways of selecting your template, but I like to do this right this way. So, and you don't want anything in your drawing, so you're gonna do no template, and you want the Imperial. So I'm gonna do Imperial. Now, so that opens up an Imperial drawing, right? And before you set limits, I talked about this in my last video. You want to have the right settings for your measurements, for your units, okay? And to do that, there are two things you need to do: options and drawing unit utilities. And you're gonna do units from the menu. And for your Imperial drawing or design, you do architectural. Okay, you go with architectural, and that's gonna select the inches. Okay, and I explained this again in my last video, but for your whether it's metric or imperial, you want your unit to be the smallest unit scale. And what that means is, for imperial, you can use inches for length or feet, but the smallest scale unit is inches, so you go with the inches. And same thing for your metric drawings. It could be meters, but for your unit, you go with the smallest unit scale possible, which is meters, millimeters for your imperial, for your metric. Okay. So now, since we are working in imperial, you're gonna go with your inches. Okay, and then don't forget the architectural. So that's done. And then we're gonna do okay, and then options. Now, for options, the only thing you gotta change, the only thing that you gotta make sure is that you have, again here, inches. Okay, inches. Here, inches. And then that's it. And then apply, then okay. So that's it. And now you're ready to set your limits. And to show you how to set limits, I brought a little drawing here. So as you see, it's all in fractions like this, and it's obviously it's gonna be an imperial drawing, right? So, and then for for your limits, right? You look at two things. You look at the length. You look at the width or the height. Okay. See, for your x or your length, it's seven and a half, right? And for your x, so for your y, it's 4.5, right? And then you're gonna time multiply the two measurement to the two measurements by two. Okay, and then I summarize here. See, for your x or your length, time by two. Okay, and for your y, 4.5 times by two. So for your x, it's gonna be 15 inches, and your y is gonna be 19 inches. So you're gonna put that in your limit command, right? So you're gonna do limit, right? And the first command here, lower left corner, you're just gonna press enter. And for your upper right corner, that's where you put your 15 and 9. Okay, so 15 inches, then 9 inches. And now it looks like nothing is changed, but I'm gonna show you what's changed here. Okay, and for the grid, I like to have the grid on, so that's why I turn it on, but it's not mandatory. Now to show you what's changed, I'm gonna do grid display. I showed this in my last video, but I just want to show you just in the video. Now I'm gonna do 2. I don't know why it's 2, but it's 2. And you see that um wait, my mouse is really bad. It's messed up. But see how all of the space here, it's blank. There's no grid, which means that when you set your limits or boundaries, within the 15 and 9, or outside the 15 and 9, it's not, it's gonna be your off of your outside of your boundaries. Okay, so when you do your imperial drawing or metric, all of your drawing is gonna be within these limits, and that's gonna show when you print. Okay, so now what do? We set that to be 15 inches for your X, right? So 1 foot here, 1 comma 1 foot, which is 15 inches plus 3. It's gonna be 15 inches. So that's what we just said. Here, you see 15 there. Now for your, to prove that for your Y, it's you gonna do here, and there's gonna be obviously 9. Okay, or you can do, see, it's a 9, and then for your measurement, you can just see 9, and then you can do the same for your X. So um, yeah, that's how you set the set limits for your imperial drawing.